Welcome back, guys. Right, so I've had well, it probably won't seem like a break for you guys because I've been frantically videoing, playing and editing and trying to keep it so that you guys get a similar sort of run through of videos like I had for Far Cry 6, where it's one a day roughly. I've done lots of secondary quests. Trying to get used to the map is quite difficult. I found for Witcher it doesn't seem very intuitive as to the areas and the levels you are. For instance, you could be in one area of the map and be fighting like level 4 drowners or whatever, and then you could go up the path not very far and then suddenly you hit a level 16, sort of 5-6 levels higher than you, beastie or men, and you're like, well, how is this possible? I thought that the map area that you're in would be sort of similar to the level you are. So anyway, I found that quite difficult because everywhere I went in White Orchard, sort of like looking for stones and everything, they seemed to be on par with my level, as it was like the kiddies pool for learning. But now you've been thrown out into the big wide world and it's like, no, it's just, you know, just be careful what you come across and don't be stupid and fight everything, which I do. I always have a go. I did have a go at the cockatrice beastie, which was a similar thing to the Griffin sort of quest where you have to go and get a Witcher contract for the cockatrice. Here he is. So I got this thing. Ugly. But that was fine. Nothing to write home about. Did have a bleed effect that was pretty nasty. I think I died like twice before I realised what I needed to do and how I needed to manoeuvre myself out of the way. I didn't have any of the stuff I needed to make the oils or the bombs to get it, so I did go in kind of half-cocked really. I should have gone in a bit better prepared, but you know what I'm like. I'll just have a go and see how it goes. So, but in the meantime I've managed to get some gear. This is just a very quick roundup so you know where I'm at. Relic stuff seems to be the best stuff so far that's dropping. You obviously get the blue and the yellow magic items, but this orangey stuff, even though it's lower level, is almost on par with some of the similar level stuff to what I'm finding. So haven't found anything better than this and this yet, or my feet and hands. Obviously that will change as we go through. Still look like an idiot who thinks he's a copper, but he's really like pretending. I thought we would now head over. Look, I've been a bit of a busy bee around here, because the next part of the quest is to find Tamara in Oxenfurt. I haven't been here yet. I might have done a few things here, but I haven't ventured over here because that's where she is. So let's go over there, then talk to the Baron, and then, depending on what happens next, we can go and find the witch for Ciri. So, my phone thought I was talking to him because I said Ciri. That's too funny. I don't know if my mic picked up the beep on my phone. It's like, oh, what have I... Oh, yeah, because it's the same name. It's too funny. How that hasn't happened yet, I don't know. Right. I'll head over to Stonecutter's settlement and we'll head into Oxenfurt. Now, I did a quest. A side quest that got me a pass, but I don't know if it's for this city or if it's for something else. I mean, I wasn't really paying attention. But he was like, you need a pass to get into this place. If you help my brother-in-law out with a few things, I can give you a discount for one. So I bought it for discount because I did the quest. Maybe it helps me here. I don't know if it will. I doubt it. Again, everybody that's played this game probably knows better than I do, and they're like, Liz, no. It's not here.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steam.
Everyone looks a little bit different.
Stay out of my way.
Black ones took the Zima. They'll take Novigrad too.
Novigrad too. Right, just trying to get past without annoying any soldiers. Got a pass. There we go. Because I do have a pass. Let's hope.
Halt! No passage.
His helmet.
Case of the plague surface in the city or something?
The plague? No. We're to not let folk in the city. It's an order, so I don't, unless someone's got a pass.
I've got a pass. Let's hope it's the right one.
This what you mean?
Let me look at that. Missing a seal, the red one.
Impossible.
Department of Civil Defence forgot again. They're really off their heads these days. Happens, so be it. You may come through.
Oh. Okay.
Come through.
That was weird. Thought I was going to have trouble there, or I'd have to use the Axie sign. But obviously what I bought, I just convinced him. I don't know. Don't know. It's pretty though, isn't it? Oh, it reminds me of a little bit. God, this is taking me back. When I used to play World of Warcraft. Oh my god, it's been that long I can't even remember what the city's called.
It's hard to believe Nanka dabbled in witchcraft. Such a nice.
Right, let's see if we can find Tamara. Oh, here we go. This looks promising.
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek send you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
Okay.
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
Is that who she
We've
is?
nothing more to talk about.
Father's worried about you. I don't blame you.
Your father's a vile man. You're angry and bitter. Can't blame you.
Why do you help him then? Why did you take this job?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
What happened to your mother? Because I think she got taken away by that beast.
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
Looks like a lot older than I thought she would.
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing? He shoved her, she fell, that's how it started. We were alone, no one to help, blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the charge. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
Nice. Don't think that's really the child's fault, though, is it?
What will you do now?
Find my mum?
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Yeah, who are these friends? Powerful friends.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Okay.
What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Yeah, who are you?
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter. Interesting.
The Baron's desperate. Do we need to say that? I don't think we do. Let's just go with one.
Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Hope you know what you're getting into.
I've never been more certain. The Eternal Fire is the best thing that could happen to me.
In that case, good luck.
Thank you for respecting my choice. Farewell.
What's up with the cat? They don't usually like you. Nibbles. Well, that was worth doing. Leveled us up. Hey, Nibbles. Sorry, Baron. Your wife's been dragged away by a monster, and your daughter don't want anything to do with you anymore. Would you like my new look?
Get out of my sight.
Oh.
Remember me?
No.
Stable hand pulled you out
Oh.
of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
Oh, cheers. Except for the fact that also never actually pulled anyone out of the fire. I'm going backwards on myself, yep. Because I never saw who you were. You didn't appear and I just had to open the door. I'll take the money. Yes, I will. Where is he? Is he in the garden? Or is he inside?
Witcher, a word, please.
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No, don't drink, don't eat. Just sits. Right in the chops, see?
Oh dear.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, are called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
The thing is, he's a dick. But it's the alcohol that did that to him. When he's sober, he doesn't seem to be that way, but then we haven't lived for 19 years with what he was like, so it's hard for us to sort of judge. We can only go by what we're seeing right now, which is remorse. Let's go with 2, though, and be sympathetic for now.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No, not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned villain. In this hole, this Reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
That's just the booze, not that. Don't start blaming other things on your faults.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out.
Are we supposed to betray
Any
what?
news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenfurt.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
I saw her. We talked. She said I could tell you she's safe
When will she come home?
and that she's not coming back.
She's not to return. But I've prepared all for her. Her rooms await. I sent away for new pantoblas from Toussaint.
What?
How can she not come back?
Oh, I'm not going to say I don't blame her. Because that's a bit provocative, don't you think? You've got to come to terms with it. It's probably... I don't know, let's just go with that.
Sooner you accept this, the better. Face it, you haven't been the best father.
I have not, true. But I'd change. I'd be different. If only she'd return. If only they'd both come back. Maybe all is not yet lost. She's in Oxenfurt, you say? Well, maybe she hasn't left. Maybe she'll hear me out.
You can always try. Wouldn't get my hopes up, though.
I shall try. I must. Life is pointless without her and Anna. I've nothing to lose.
You're going to tell him about Anna?
What of my Annie? Learned anything?
Nothing
What?
yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well,
What?
are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest.
We're going to be Ciri again.
That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, were he still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
Do I say it, Cameron? We're going to go with Cameron, why not?
At Kaer Morhen?
Witcher school there, aye. But they only took lads, as I recall.
I'm the exception.
They made an exception for me.
Right. Mean to say you're a she-witcher?
Not entirely. The mutations, I was never subjected to them. But everything else I know, I learned from the witches there.
Know any of them potions?
Not so much. A bit.
'Cause you see, at times I get this pinching back here.
Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
What's the problem?
Well, that's an awfully gloomy face. Too much of a coward to race a woman?
The horse is mine.
Oh.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever? Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
Oh,
But not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak.
Oh, I've got to do a race. Right.
The day dawns.
Ready?
As ever, first one to the tower.
Man chop! Come on, Ciri, don't you embarrass us!
Your sword is mine!
That'll be the day.
Kick it!
I mean, hopefully there's not much I need to worry about here. Gotta watch my horse's stamina.
Hoof it! Hoof it! Want that horse,
Come on, come on,
don't
come
ya?
on.
Had one just like it.
Oh, one. Okay, fair enough.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you.
What?
The hell's that? Oh,
Another
great.
chance to win.
What?
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even worried to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Right.
Working on it.
And making piss-poor progress.
They split
Excuse
up.
me?
Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry. I'll find Anna too.
Yeah, excuse me. Piss poor progress. I found your daughter. No one else could. Your fault. To me, if I was the witch, I'd be like, excuse me. Can you imagine just seeing him do that? I don't think so. Yeah, I was surprised that we didn't tell him that, by the way, your daughter, you know, because surely he would go and help, but would that hinder with the eternal flame and those weirdos with her? She might get him in trouble, so maybe he's doing the right thing there. I don't want to play Gwent. You're working with Nilfgaard. Why? How'd you wind up here? Heard anything about witches in the area? Okay, so these are all. I'm not sure. Okay, I don't care. Okay, guys, because again, tons of cutscenes. I know that the main quest seems to have most of like the acty bits in it, which is great because it's almost like a little mini movie I'm taking you through with little pieces of action in between. And because of that, I am conscious that I want to show you some actual like fights. So this is very early stages of the game, even though we're like, what, 12, 13 videos? I don't know what number video this is yet. This is still very, very, like, when we're only level 8. So I'm hoping that the juicier fight scenes and the boss fights, etc., which I will include, will be a little bit sort of further down the line. Not far, but a little bit further. And we still haven't met this beastie that's got Anna yet, so I'm assuming we're going to fight that. And we've got the witch. So I'm going to leave it here, and in the next video, we'll obviously carry on with this, but I think we'll probably try that witch that has information about Ciri. So stay safe, stay amazing, and I'll see you in the next video.